first and goal. They run here with Singletary. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Second down and goal. Allen. Throw right side, caught by Davis. Now they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, but now they face a third and goal. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one. No, he'll be back the very next series.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Dalton sets up play action. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you can easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line. You know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, could have been.
And he goes down. Dalton couldn't get rid of it, and that will be a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. This is taken at the 18. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And a big no-no last time. A safety to make this score 2-0 where we stand now. So see if they can atone for that mistake.
You give up points, but on the flip side, the positive side, after you punted the ball away or kicked it away,
defense held.
Defense held for you, so there's a little bit of relief there. Now they know they can get back out on the field, run their offense, and try to put their defense in a bad spot again.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Play action now, Dalton. There's Chris Olave. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Play fake. Here's Dalton. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Now, there's a reason they call him a ball-hawking safety. It looked like he read that, Charles, and he wasn't stopping there. After he got it, he took it all the way to the house to widen their lead.
And what's interesting to me, Brandon, is that our spotter, Bruce Murray, right before that snap, pointed to his number on my play sheet. Got to see it a little bit as a ball hawk and a return man that time, didn't we? That's just the type of play they expect from him, and he delivers in a big way. Nice call, Bruce.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And they'll begin by running the option. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Hines. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They run again with Hines. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Throwing now is Allen. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So on 4th down, out is Tyler Bass in the Buffalo field goal unit. This from 32 yards away. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead. But they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The 20, 10, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave, 47 yards, and the Saints are back within a score. Will Lutz on for the point after. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Will Lutz on for the point after. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Bills 12, Saints 7.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And a mistake, a surprising mistake there in the kicking game as he sends that one out of bounds. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Allen going to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Gabriel Davis, 60 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnson. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Dalton off play action. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends. Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A 1st down throw coming for Dalton. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Dalton. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Oh, they try a lateral on the return, and now the ball's loose. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
The Saints take over first down 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Here's Dalton. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action here with Dalton. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 18. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Dalton. Johnson's got it complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. 4th down, Dalton wants to throw. Touchdown! Chris Olave, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Lutz will look to add the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Next to score, Bills 26, Saints 14.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. A short kick taken at the 18. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime and sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Final minute now in the third quarter.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. On second down now, it's Hines, and he'll be brought down at about the 42. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go option to the short side. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, it's Hines. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Saints are right back in this football game.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. Can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Andy Dalton. He gets this one to Johnson. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Dalton now to pass. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Dalton operating in the red zone now. Looking left side, and it's complete.
And the Saints are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it with Kamara, and he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Alvin Kamara
punching it in from a yard away.
And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Now Dalton. And he will get into the end zone to cut the deficit down to 4. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Now a handoff up the middle. Hines. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Back to throw. Allen. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Here's Dalton. Downfield, and he's got Olave. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 39 yards there, a big one.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. And they hook up again for another big play.
Again, this is Kamara. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Dalton. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So now Dalton finds his man. That's Olave on the crossing route. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the fourth quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't small. They obviously did not give up on that one, and in the end, how about that come-from-behind victory? They'll cherish this one for a while.